Imagine this. A massive bank teeters on the edge of collapse. Panic spreads, markets wobble. Headlines scream about disaster. But inside the boardroom, executives sip their coffee, calm, safe, because the risk isn't theirs. It's someone else's problem. This is not an accident. It's a system designed to push danger away from the powerful and land it squarely on everyone else. And the truth, most of us never notice until it's too late. Look around. Inflation spikes, credit squeezes, stock prices gyrate. Every time the headlines scream crisis, the same question should hit you. Who really pays? Because in modern finance, the people making decisions are often insulated. Risk is a luxury they pass along like a hot potato, and when the music stops, the heat lands somewhere else entirely. Take banks, for example. In theory, a bank makes money by lending and investing. Risk is supposed to be balanced with reward. But the reality, large financial institutions often offload their riskiest positions. They slice them into complex products, mortgage-backed securities, credit default swaps, derivatives, and sell them to investors, pension funds, or even governments. Here's the irony. The original institution still collects fees, bonuses, and profits, regardless of whether the bet fails. The danger, the actual chance of losing billions, moves downstream. You, me, or a pension fund might end up holding the bag. It's not just banks. Look at corporations. Companies hedge currency risk, insurance risk, supply chain risk, all to protect their bottom line. But the moment something goes wrong, say a factory closes, a market crashes, the cost is passed to workers, subcontractors, and sometimes taxpayers. Risk is shifted away from executives and shareholders and onto the broader ecosystem. Consider 2008. Lehman Brothers collapses. Who loses? Millions of homeowners, savers, and workers. Who barely feels it? The executives, many of whom had cashed out or were protected by government backstops. The math is brutal. $600 billion in losses were socialized, spread across the public, while a handful of decision-makers walked away with billions in bonuses already pocketed. The mechanism is simple, but few see it. Leverage and insulation. Leverage multiplies potential gains, but the structure ensures that losses are absorbed by others. And legal protections, bankruptcy rules, limited liability, and bailout policies create a safety net. The more powerful you are, the more layers of protection exist between your decisions and the fallout. Wall Street loves to talk about risk management, prudent diversification, and market discipline. It sounds responsible, sophisticated, almost noble. Reality, much of it is optics. Risk doesn't disappear. It moves. It shifts, and usually it lands somewhere with less power, less visibility, less protection. This isn't just a finance story. It shapes the world. Wealth inequality, political instability, public trust in institutions. Every time risk is shifted away from the powerful, society absorbs the shock. And over time, those shocks accumulate, silently eroding stability until a single event triggers a cascade. It's almost impressive, if you ignore the human cost, how carefully a system can protect those at the top while letting the rest of us improvise. So next time the headlines scream market turmoil, ask yourself who is really at risk, who is insulated, and perhaps the more uncomfortable question, how much longer can a system designed to protect the powerful before the costs become impossible to ignore? Because risk never disappears. It only moves, and someone always pays.